Welcome back, Guardians. This is part 2 of a 5-video series where I go through each encounter of the Deep Stone Crypt raid. If you missed part 1, click on this video, it will give you the info you need for what guns to bring. And talking of guns, here's your suggested loadouts. Xenophage is a must. This encounter does not have a critical hit spot, so it's the best weapon to do DPS for this encounter. If you don't have it, get your 1000 voices out of the vault, also a great option. You should bring any Warmind cell generating gun, such as the Ikelos SMG, pair these with the Global Reach armor mod, spawn and detonate a Warmind cell to clear the room of ads. Slug shotguns are good here too, such as first in last out, and make sure to have mods on to deal with overload champions, as 2 will spawn per damage phase. Next up, classes. If you're a hunter, set up as a bottom tree gunslinger and use the Celestial Nighthawk exotic helmet, handy for the DPS phase. For Titans, top tree sentinel, the bubble comes in handy for the DPS phase by keeping you alive from exploder shanks and granting you weapons of light. Finally, warlocks, you guessed it, middle tree Dawnblade for Well of Radiance. I don't think I need to explain why. Okay, straight to the point. You're now at the security encounter of the raid and you start hearing, "Oh, scanner," or "Who is going to be the operator?" Fear not, I will go over each role. First things first, the room is divided into 2 parts, light side, which is where you rally, and dark side. There is a door that is commonly called the operator door that leads to the bottom section of the room. The legit version of this encounter requires a scanner on each side up top. There are 5 panels on each side of the room at the bottom. These are numbered 1 to 5, 1 being closest to the operator door. There are pillars on the top side with a glass where you can look through to see the panels, as seen on screen. Whilst the clip plays out, team compositions. Okay, so you want 3 people on dark side and 3 people on light side. 1 person on either side will be the operator. Each side will need 1 scanner. The rest, you just focus on ads. And to the mechanics. Let's start with the scanner. If you have the scanner buff, 2 out of the 5 panels mentioned earlier will be lit up in yellow. This starts on the dark side, as a vandal will spawn there that has this buff. It will have a yellow symbol on its head. Kill it and it will drop the buff. The allocated scanner will pick this up, scan the panels, call out which panels are glowing, then put the buff into the terminal. Servitors will spawn during this encounter, blocking you from using the terminals. Kill them immediately. This is where your slug shotgun will come in handy. Killing them will reactivate the terminals. The light side scanner then picks up the buff deposited by the dark side scanner and does the exact same thing. Now for the operator. The operator starts the encounter by picking the buff up from any of the terminals on the dark or light side. The operator will head straight to the operator door, head down below. Only 1 person can be down below at any given time. Well, that's how it was designed. Winky face, more about that later. The operator will see some red panels glowing, shoot those panels to open the doors and head towards the bottom of the arena. Callouts, mentioned before, are the panels that the operator will need to shoot. The operator will only have to deal with marauders with swords, nothing much to worry about. Shoot the wrong panel, however, and it will kill the operator, so please, scanners, be clear when you're calling out the numbered panels. Everyone else, in the meantime upstairs, will carry on dealing with ads and servitors as normal. Once all the called out panels by the scanners have been shot by the operator on both sides, the DPS phase will initiate. The operator goes to the terminal at the bottom and deposits the operator buff. Then, anyone above, picks up the operator buff, and then the person that scanned light side deposits the buff into the terminal. The old operator down below then picks up the scanner buff and immediately needs to look up to the right and left sides of the middle of the room. There should be 1 fuse lit up in yellow. The now scanner calls out which one he sees. This call out will be either for light side or dark side, and he will tell the team above which DPS point to shoot. There are 6 DPS points in this encounter, 3 on each side above, labelled dark left, dark middle, dark right, and for left side, light left, light middle, light right. They are protected by blast shields that lower when the DPS phase starts. If you're unlucky and don't destroy them all in one phase, rinse and repeat till all the DPS points are destroyed. If the wrong point is hit, you will be wiped, so please be careful. Please note, do not detonate any Warmind cells during the DPS phase, as it will damage all the DPS points and cause you to wipe. Exploder shanks will spawn during the DPS phase. I would advise you to try and kill them if your side is not doing DPS. From experience, these buggers have ruined flawless runs, so bear this in mind. Now, that's the legit way of completing this encounter. I didn't include any footage of the scanner up top for a reason. What if I told you there is a cheese that simplifies this entire encounter? Shockingly, Bungie still hasn't patched this, and I wonder if they ever will. This method involves a single designated scanner going straight down below before the encounter starts. He or she will go to the light side, and near panel number 1 there is a door where ads spawn. There is an out of bounds area. Go into that area and sit there. Wait for the operator to come down as normal once the encounter is started. Don't come out before or the operator won't be able to come down. Once the operator comes down, come out. Someone above will pick up the scanner buff and deposit it immediately in the terminal. The scanner below then picks up the buff and works with the operator to shoot the panels on both sides. A gentle reminder to the team above, make sure you kill those servitors, because if not, the terminal will not work. Once all the panels are shot, the DPS phase will start immediately, as there will be no need to swap buffs like the legit method. The scanner will call out which fuses are glowing, the players above will shoot them, giving you a lot more time to DPS all 6 points with time to spare. The triumph for this encounter is called Resource Contention. The method I just mentioned will grant you this triumph as long as the operator picks up on dark side. It involves only using 2 of the 3 terminals. As the operator picks up on dark and the scanner buff spawns on dark and scanner picks up below, you will not need to use the light side terminal. I strongly suggest doing this cheese as it's much quicker and less mechanic heavy. Once this encounter is complete, follow the path past a certain statue where a certain old revived foe awaits. And that's it for this video. I hope this guide was helpful. I do apologise, I have come down with a cold during the weekend, so my voice might sound a bit muffled. Next up is Atrax 1, the most challenging encounter of this raid. Subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified once it's out. In the meantime, have a good day, Guardians.